Hello, it is Monday, January 6th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Monday crossword, which means we're going to be solving a fairly gentle puzzle. Today, it's an early week themed crossword, and I'm going to solve it at the normal pace. I'm try and do the speed runs on Tuesdays instead because, for practical reasons, that is a very constrained day for me time-wise, so that helps. In any case, we'll solve this one normally. And this ordinarily solved, hopefully gentle themed puzzle and episode of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Josh Allen, Mike from Vermont, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. Thank you so much to the 5 of them benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for their generous support. They keep this channel going day in, day out, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to those folks and to everybody who supports the channel at any level. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find there the bonus videos available to patrons and for benefactors, like those 5 I've just mentioned, the official Let's Check the Crosses Daily Solve mug. Thanks so much to everybody who does contribute. It really does keep this channel going. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which also helps keep this channel going. And there's also the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community you can join via a description field link. And with that all out of the way, let's get on to today's Monday crossword by Rena Cohen, who's constructed a couple of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. Shouldn't be too tricky. Let's find out. Let's start solving. Supersonic speed number, so Mach, which represents the multiple of the speed of sound at which you could be traveling. Chocolatey coffee drink, mocha, chocolate and espresso. Despise is to abhor, maybe? Let's see if that works. Cousin of a clarinet, there we go. An oboe, wind instrument. And nail polish layers are coats of polish. Oh, and actually we filled this in, so let's look at that. Ars longa, vita brevis, so that's essentially the life is long, learning short, or something like not enough time. It's essentially saying there's not enough time to kind of learn the craft. Art is long, life is short. Sorry, is what it's saying. I misspoke. The life, life is short, but it takes a long time to learn things. Boy, that was a incredibly to practice one's art. That was an incredibly horrible explanation. I apologize. Theatrical description is what? I don't know, but it's part of the theme. We can see it. Should I jump to the theme? Well, why not? I don't usually do that. Let's try it. So to use deductive reasoning, or a hint to what 17, 27, and 43 across all have. A hint to what they have. I don't know, but this track exposures to a disease as an epidemiologist might. It's not track and trace. What would it be? What's that called? We all would have known what that was called a few years ago. And now I just can't even think. Okay, well, never mind. That was a dud. My attempt to shortcut the theme. Position of greatest stress. The hot seat. You could be put in the hot seat, the position of greatest stress and responsibility. His and hers, you could have, I don't know, monogrammed towels or something. The Tortoise and the Hare author, that's credited to the fabulist Aesop. There we go. Known for his animal starring fables. So theatrical description, characterization? No. Theatrical description, character bio or something? What is this? Available if needed. If you're available if needed, you're on call. And if something went bad, it rotted maybe, as in food. Saison of the 2024 Paris Olympics. So that's été, that's summer. So season is spelled in as though in French here to indicate that the answer must also be in French. So there we go. Certainly the official French language month of the New York Times crossword is été, but I don't know if that's ubiquitous enough to garner an official designation. Anyway, cookies that are sometimes dunked in milk. Well, this definitely is the official snack cookie of the New York Times crossword. Oreos are sometimes dunked in milk, and I think are showed as being so in their TV ads. Rower's blade is an oar used to propel a rowboat. An annual festival in Austin, Texas is, I've never been to this, but I've heard of it. South by Southwest, abbreviated SXSW. So what duty-free means in an airport, for instance, means no tax. Although I think that things themselves are often more expensive to compensate for that. Theatrical description, character, still can't see it. Campbell's soup cans painter. That's Andy Warhol, famous for his paintings of Campbell's soup cans. Instrument that may be included in a birthday goodie bag, a kazoo, a cheap little plastic instrument that makes a kind of buzzing sound. Sound system is what? I mean, it's a genre, but that's not what we're referring to here. Stereo. Oh, that was easy. Sorry. Don't know why that didn't immediately occur to me. Whole lot would be a slew. Paris's Notre Dame for short is, this isn't slew, it's SCAD, I guess, because this is a cathedral recently reopened in Paris after that fire several years ago. West Coast gas brand. Oh, is this not SCAD either? Oh, no, this isn't Esso. Sorry, I've become so accustomed to seeing Esso in the grid that I saw gas brand and just assumed it was that. Is it Amco? Is that something? Am I confusing that with something else? I don't actually know what this is, but the reason I think it's not Esso is because they almost always clue Esso as being Canadian, although they have it here in the UK as well. Westover with the best-selling memoir, Educated. Oh, Tara Westover. I've heard her do interviews and things, I think. Arco. I actually do recognize that. I haven't thought about that brand in a long time. So a character sketch is a theatrical description. Okay, that took me ages. And here we have probably Roald Dahl. Yes, Roald, who wrote Matilda and the BFGs, the children's author Roald Dahl. Although I guess he didn't. He wrote for adults as well. Take down as a bouncy house would be to deflate. Yeah, that looks like it might work. Iditarod entries, right? So this is the famous sled race. The Iditarod. Dog crossbreed known for its teddy bear appearance. Golden Doodle, a golden retriever and a poodle mix, I guess. Is that right? That seems like it would be right. Teddy bear appearance, it seems like it would. Golden retrievers are basically huge teddy bears, and poodles they're kind of that curly hair, which teddy bears often do. Arrogant sort would be a snot, a real arrogant type. Modern anxiety source in brief is FOMO, fear of missing out. Chats with on Insta would be to DM someone's direct messages them. Sandwiches that often contain tuna. Tuna melts is a very, tuna and cheese on bread, melted. Blank and cheese, right, 2 cheese clues, crossing. Mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese is a meal, of course. Crimson Tide University, I've certainly seen this reference before, Bama for the University of Alabama. And I think they say roll tide. That's sort of one of their chants. Ambulance personnel in brief would be EMTs, emergency medical technicians. And more than 7 on the pH scale would be basic as opposed to, acidic on the other end. Track exposures to a disease as an epidemiologist might. Right. So why do I not... contact trace. That's what it is. Contact tracing is that process. There we go. Okay, fine. So 1 layer in a 7-layer dip informally. So informally, probably guac for guacamole. And then recovered from a fall is got up. Simple enough. Gloomy fellow. Gloomy Gus is a phrase you might use to describe someone or to refer to someone who's a bit, melancholy. Norway's capital is, of course, Oslo. And Riverdale or XO Kitty. Riverdale was a show. Is that also what XO... I've never heard of XO Kitty, I don't think. Are they teen shows, maybe? Applications, yes. The applications of something are its uses. And then a brewery offering would be an ale beer. So these are, I guess, teen shows. Or maybe teen... No. It's not plural. This is a good reminder for me, actually. It's Riverdale or XO Kitty. So it's only a single one of these. It's not both. So it won't be plural. So it could be maybe a teen drama. Let's try that. Hospital VIPs are doctors. That's straightforward enough. Gardener's tool would be a trowel, a little sort of spade. Oops. Oh no. Okay, so valiant, adroit maybe? Oh, no, no, no. I was thinking that doesn't really make sense, but it's not that. It's heroic. A valiant person is heroic, and they'll take risks for a good cause. Flat screen, say, is an HD TV, high definition television, and then scary sounding Great Lake. It's eerie. It sounds like the word eerie for creepy or strange. Calf's meat is veal. Proctors cry at the end of a test. Time, when it's time to put your pencils down. So now can we finish this? So to use deductive reasoning or a hint to what 17, 27, and 43 across all have. Character sketch, golden doodle, contact trace. Doodle, sketch, and trace. These all draw conclusions. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Very good. That's a good Monday theme. Very straightforward. And you don't need to pay attention to it to solve the main clues. So these all conclude with some kind of drawing. We've drawn a conclusion on each of these. Okay, so corn waste. You could throw away the corn cob after consuming it or compost it. Pecan or pistachio, either one of those is a nut. Here's another or clue, so only a singular answer. CBS procedural that ran for 15 seasons. Presumably CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. I would imagine that ran for that long. South Korea's second largest city, is it Busan? Certainly a city I've heard of. I don't know the ranking of South Korea's cities other than Seoul, obviously being the biggest one. Come up with a new schedule would be to replan something. A stretch of work could be a stint. You could do a kind of gig, a stint. Quantity is an amount. To note on a failed test. Oh, no, it's not to note. It's a noun. Note. Have to be careful about not assuming things are verbs. A note on a failed test could be the words, see me. There we go. To a student. And then colorful summer drinks are ices, maybe. I think that's a brand of blended ice drink. Amy, who voiced Joy in Inside Out. Amy Poehler. That must have been. I did see that film. I wouldn't have remembered that offhand, but that sounds right. Bring on as workers would be to hire them, maybe for a stint. And to show bad sportsmanship in a way would be to gloat. Yeah, that is poor sportsmanship. Kids might be given these with crayons, menus at a restaurant, so that they have something to occupy themselves. Are you kidding, you might ask? Oh, I see. It's with R and U abbreviated down to single letters in kind of text speech. So this could be seriously with the vowels stripped out to abbreviate it to seriously. And then ball club VIPs, so baseball VIPs or general managers, that would be, I think. Here we have actor Esparza, Raul Esparza. Okay, I don't think I know who that is. Maybe I'd recognize if I saw him. Custom gift site is Etsy, so there we go, handmade things. Large cove is an islet, I suppose. Is that right? Start of a account. No, maybe it's not. Inlet. Yes, that makes more sense. An islet is an island. An inlet would be a cove on a shoreline. That makes much more sense. So start of a count would be 1. You start counting from 1. Overnight oats is breakfast option where you let them soak overnight. Low calorie would be light. And each of these is spelled in that kind of commercial manner where low we omit the W and light we spell it in this other way for whatever reason. I don't know quite understood. I wonder why that convention began in commercial context to spell words this way. Anyway, I don't know. Towards the sunrise is facing east, and then a small cove is a ria. Oh, right. So we had, we had a large cove, an inlet, and a small cove, a ria. That's nice. There we go. That was the Monday crossword featuring our drawn conclusions. We did draw 3 conclusions with a character sketch, a golden doodle, and a contact trace. And a nice simple theme that I did not immediately understand when I skipped to it, but that doesn't matter because in these early week themes, we typically can just solve the puzzle without worrying about that at all. And that's that for Monday. I'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday puzzle, which I'll probably attempt to solve quickly, so join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.